Okay, impress your family and friends on Thanksgiving. Well, you always impress us, but you can roast the perfect turkey because Jeremy Peterson, the chef of Forque restaurant, is here with us today. And Forque is located inside Albuquerque's Hyatt Regency. I have been very fortunate to enjoy the delectable delights that you serve, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's great to have you back here today. This is an important topic. It's Turkey Week. So let me ask you before we go anywhere else in this interview, what is the most important thing when you're picking out your turkey?
Definitely size, weight and size.
Okay.
Depending on how many people you're going to be cooking for.
So what's the general rule of thumb? Like as far as pound per person or what?
Like I'd say about 8 ounces per person. So.
Okay. So that's how you serve. So if you're serving, if you have a party of 8, I can't do math. What am I doing? You get the point. So okay, so
about
now
a 4-pound turkey right there.
Yeah.
So I go a little bit larger so you can have some turkey for sandwiches the next day.
That's the key to leftovers. Okay, so now you've got your turkey. The main thing you did when picking it out was preparing it. As far as size goes, now you got to get the preparation done at home. So how do you begin?
You know, honestly, some people don't do this normally, but a great way to start your turkey, you got to thaw it out first, of course. You know,
well, yeah.
Last thing you want to do is shove a frozen turkey in the oven first off, you know. But if you let it thaw about a day or two prior, you're going to want to, after take it out of the refrigerator, you're going to want to put it in kind of like a brine solution.
Okay.
A lot of folks don't do that. It's a salt water type solution where you can really impart a lot of flavor into your bird.
So when would you do that?
The day before would be perfect.
Okay, so you want to let it thaw out. You would usually take it out of the freezer, you're saying about 2 days before?
Absolutely.
Give it a good 2 days to thaw. The day before, you want to brine it.
Yeah, and like a nice large pot, whatever's going to take to cover the whole bird with the water and the solution.
Okay.
We do a turkey or a chicken at the restaurant all the time. We throw stuff in there like chipotle and chili powder, you know, and we'll do chimayo in there. We do stuff like rosemary and thyme, whatever, anything you normally put to season your bird, it's great to put that brine in there beforehand.
Good point. It gives it a nice flavor. I guess it kind of marinates it.
And also it'll help your bird stay more moist, so it's not going to be all dried out when you go to cut into it.
Okay, perfect. And of course we'll talk more about that preparation, but let me ask you this also. What is the proper way to carve the turkey? Because we want a nice presentation. Most of the time you've got guests and you want it to look good. It's more appetizing that way. So how do you do it?
You know, it's funny. A lot of people will obviously bring their bird out on the platter. You know, like Dad will always bring it out, present it to everybody.
Right.
And he's going to want to go and start carving it right here.
Exactly.
First off, you know, and they'll take off that first piece and serve it to, you know, Grandpa or whoever the most elderly person is there. Now, honestly, the best way to do it is to take your breast all the way off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you take this all the way off first, like this right here, we'll get in there, get it out, and then you can make little slices.
Oh, wow. You made that look really easy.
Like this right here. So what you have there then is perfect little pieces that you're putting on plates rather than just sitting here fighting with the bird itself. And then a simple way to do it is just to take the leg off just like this, and you're gonna have the dark meat ready to go. So you're not fighting with the bones
good tip.
and all that when you're carving.
I love that tip. Well, now, and of course the other big thing about making your Thanksgiving dinner are the side dishes and all the preparation that's involved in the cooking itself. So what are you doing for us today? Show us where to begin, because I need advice from you.
Well, the most important thing about Thanksgiving, obviously, when you're cooking is a lot of these items are going to take a long time to cook.
Exactly.
Everything goes in the oven certain times, and that's something you really want to be aware of is your time manipulation, if you will. You know, what's going to go in here, what's going to go there. Now, a great tip is actually buying one of those turkey roasters themselves, where it's kind of like a large crock pot, and that way you can put your turkey in there off to the side. And you'll have plenty of oven space. So what I'm doing right here is probably the quickest side that we're going to be doing in the restaurant, and it's actually a Leek and Swiss gratin.
Okay. Oh, it smells so good.
Basically, I'm just throwing the leeks in here first, and then we're going to add a little bit of shallots right there, a little bit of garlic, which is a great way to start any base flavor of any dishes you're going to be doing.
Oh my
It just kind of brings it out the aroma really nicely.
It's intoxicating. I'm like, oh, I love it. I said it smells incredible.
And then I'm going to add the Swiss chard. Now, the cool thing about this Swiss chard is it's from a local purveyor out here, a farm network of that I use called Agricultura. And this is basically about 2 miles in the South Valley. You'll find this farm that's growing this Swiss chard for us.
So that makes it extra special.
Absolutely.
I love that. This is like a healthy Thanksgiving dish.
It definitely is. Well, I mean, we're doing a lot of stuff where you're going to have, like for instance, at the restaurant, we're doing like a sweet potato and a candy pecan dish, which obviously you're going to get nice and stuffed off that one.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then, you know, all the pies that you're going to be eating the whole time while you're there, you know, there's definitely plenty of fatty food. So right here is a simple, nice little cream and cheese based gratin, which it It's definitely going to have its calories added to it, but it's worth the flavor, though.
But you don't feel as bad when there's so much cream.
So I add a little cream there. I'm going to reduce that cream just a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and add some shredded Swiss cheese to it as well.
I like Swiss cheese. It's one of the few cheeses I like. That and mozzarella. So now, the big plan for the holidays, what's happening at Forque?
We're doing a huge buffet.
Okay.
Huge Thanksgiving buffet.
Nice.
Starting about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be going until about 6 at night. So if you need to make some late reservations, then we'll definitely be open as well.
Oh, that's awesome. In fact, while you're doing that, let's show our viewers exactly where Forque is located so they can do just that. That Thanksgiving Day brunch, as Jeremy mentioned, all day long. Actually, you said till 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it says 5:30, but you have that extra half
No,
hour.
it is still 5:30.
Oh, it is? Okay, you don't have that extra half hour. Forget about it. And for reservations, you can call 505-843-2643. Well, it disappeared. You got it. 843-2700 in the Hyatt Regency. And you can also go to the website. Meanwhile, okay, so now the cream is cooking. How long does this part of the dish generally take?
Basically, it's really about, it depends on how much you put in there. About a good 10 minutes of this part right here will go just to kind of let it reduce and get it going. Okay. If I had a bigger pan, it might help it out a little bit. But. Right.
But that's okay. Now, turkey. Let me ask you this really quick. After you've done your basting, right? You want to baste it a little bit, and you want to marinate it first in that is that what it's called?
The brine.
Brining. I'll get the terminology one of these days. And then what you're going to do is, how long do you generally cook the turkey? I never really know the exact amount that's right.
It's about an hour per 4 pounds or so at 350 degrees.
Okay.
Now, the best part, honestly, about these turkeys that you buy at the store is that little red dial that pops up.
Right,
you know?
little popper,
yeah. So as long as you put that turkey in at about 350 degrees, after about 3 hours, so keep an eye on it. Once that little popper pops up, then you know it's done.
That's good. So you can watch New Mexico Style Thursday morning, put your turkey in the oven. It'll be done just in time, and in between, you can start getting this worked up. Or you could just go to Forque and forget about it and keep a clean kitchen. Right?
and then something for the topping is a little bit of breadcrumb and butter, and then you'll throw it in the oven at 350 degrees, and right here is where it's toasted, and it's the finished product.
And I'll be tasting it after the break. In fact, if you want today's recipe, you can log on to our website at casa.com. We will be right back. Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, it is hot in the kitchen with our wonderful chef, Jeremy from Forque. I got my fork ready, and he's prepared a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're doing a pre-Thanksgiving, so we're going to try our turkey. And tell everybody again what this is called.
This is the Swiss Chard and Leek Gratin right here.
And it looks fantastic. And of course, again, those recipes on the website at casa.com, as well as anything else that you need to know about today's show. We want to thank all of today's guests so much. We reran that Comcast segment because there's so many people asking us about Cyber Monday versus Black Friday, where to shop. So we hope that helped you out. And we thank you so much. I can't wait. You know I can't wait. How much longer am I supposed to wait? All right, I'm going to go for the turkey first.
Okay, I'm good for some turkey.
A little tryptophan to get your Tuesday started. All right, let's go for this. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Ready?
That turkey's good.
That's the brine right there.
It's the crispy breadcrumbs make it so good. Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What?